When it comes to success and creating wealth or any area of achievement, you already know it's true that success is a state of mind. Your success comes from your mind, from your unconscious mind, and from the choices you make and your patterns of behavior. And the first step toward achieving that dynamic state of mind that creates success is to know that you live on the cause side of your life rather than on the effect side. Let's look at how this works. Two people with the same qualifications, the same resources, the same environment, and the same opportunities, one becomes successful and the other does not. Here's what you hear many people say: I could be successful, but the economy is bad. I could be successful, but my parents didn't pay for my college or help me start a business. I wish I was successful, but my parents weren't rich and I'm stuck having to work for a living. Let's look at how this works in trading. An unsuccessful person looks for excuses about why they cannot succeed. And you'll notice that people are habitually looking for that first small challenge so that they can use that as an excuse to just stop. As soon as they find the reason for not being successful, that's the place where they stop and choose failure. A successful person doesn't see failure as an option, and therefore the same challenges are seen as opportunities to take the next step. What is the next step? That's the attitude that the success mind always has. Okay, there's a problem. What's the next step? The unsuccessful person will go, oh, there's a problem. I stopped. One person says, I would like to learn to trade Forex, but I live in the U.S. and have a job, so since all the trades are happening during the London session, that's not working for me, so now I guess I'll just give up and fail. Another person with the exact same situation approaches the challenge this way. I would like to learn to trade Forex, and I live in the U.S. and have a job. Since all the trades are happening during the London session, I'll find a way to make it work for me. I have decided that I will succeed and become a master of trading. So now I will start listing 1,000 different possible ways that I could solve this problem and accomplish my goal. Number 1, find a different way of making money and quit my job. Number 2, move to a different country with a more convenient time zone. Oh, I couldn't do that. Well, step 1, find a way to make this happen. List all the ways that you could make that happen. A lot of people don't realize that you can live in the U.S. and only trade on the days when the Aussie and the Kiwi news is happening, and then you could get all the profit you would ever need. Very simple solution. Or get a job as a night shift security where they also will allow you to trade the London session while working. Or some other thing, or millions of other things. Write a book and collect royalties while working on trading. Become an NLP practitioner and take 2 clients per day at a convenient time and then focus on trading, etc., etc. There's just an endless, not just 10, not just 100, or not even just 1,000. There's endless numbers of ways that you could solve any challenge. So here's the next person saying, I could be successful, but my broker keeps cheating me and making me lose. Okay, that's the problem. Here's the next step. Get a different broker. Number 2, stop blaming your broker for your mistakes. Number 3, know your broker cannot influence you in any way about when and why you enter a trade. 4, stop being a helpless wimp and loser and take responsibility for your results. So here's what a lot of people are saying. I bought several courses and I didn't learn how to trade. Okay, number 1, stop being a helpless wimp and loser and take responsibility for your results. Number 2, find out what works. Number 3, buy another course. Number 4, learn to trade. There are so many scams in Forex, and that's why I can't be successful. Okay, that's the problem. Here's the solution. Number 1, find out what is not a scam. Number 2, learn to trade. Number 3, be successful. I could be successful, but I can't afford to pay for training or fund an account. Okay, number 1, know that you are the only one responsible for how much money you have. Number 2, list 1,000 ways that you can get the money. Start doing it. Number 3, get the money you need and become successful. If one person could think of a way to get the money to start their business, then everyone could also do it. I try to trade, but keep getting in at the wrong time because I can't wait. Number 1, take control and stop doing that. Number 2, find ways to program your brain to stop doing that. Trading is too hard. Number 1, once you learn to trade, it will not be too hard. Number 2, stop whining. Number 3, learn to trade. Once you're totally clear about this and confident that this is the truth about you, then you're ready to move on to the next step. Until this first step is mastered, you can't really move on to the next step. You probably won't anyway. This is where the whiners and the complainers must stop and not move forward and just give up and fail, because if you're a whiner and complainer and you're not going to stop being a whiner and complainer, then you're not going to succeed. So just go ahead and give up now. What has happened is that you choose to not be capable. You're capable, but you choose to fail. Until you realize that you are the cause of your own results and the creator of your destiny, you will remain stuck in mental enslavement. None but ourselves can free our mind. From the great Bob Marley. And when you realize this, you'll know that this is not a negative thing. This is not about blaming yourself for making excuses. It's an empowerment tool. And chances are you're already living more on the cause side than on the effect side in order for you to have gotten this far. And you're aware of what I'm talking about. The reason that this is such a positive thing and is totally empowering to you is because when you realize this, that you have total power to choose your results and take charge of your life. And this means that now nothing else outside of yourself and no other person can hold you back from achieving your goals. This is called living on the cause side of your life instead of being on the effect side. Instead of being the victim of outside influences, you are totally empowered by being the one who chooses your results and makes them happen. Being clear about this first step is what will enable you to persevere through any challenges and achieve your goal. Whatever comes up that could challenge you, you will always go, what is the next step? My goal is to achieve this result. What is the next step? And that will empower you to be the person who is in charge of your life. The bottom line is this, and this is the truth about you. From this point forward, you will know the truth that you are the cause of your results, and you create your success or failure. You will take charge of your life. You will take control of your life. You will take responsibility to do what is necessary to create success in your life.